Today we would like to introduce you to two Rolls-Royce Silver Wraiths. Post-war production started as early as 1946 with the Silver Wraith. The flagship was largely redesigned from scratch and was the last model to offer customers the opportunity to choose a customized body to suit their taste. James Young, Hooper, Freestone and Webb, and H.E. Mulliner offered bodies that were partly standardized but also partly individually designed according to customers' requirements. By 1959, a total of 1,883 examples had been produced, 639 of them with a long wheelbase. Here is the 1948 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith Cabriolet by Franey, chassis number LWAB63. The L in front of the chassis number indicates that this is a long chassis. The first body of this car is said to have been a rather unorthodox-looking Sedanka de Ville body without Rolls-Royce grille by Pobayevsky in France, which was exhibited in Geneva in March 1959. Sometime between March 1949 and 1950, chassis number LWAB63 must have received this Frenay body. The Pobayevsky body was mounted on a Bentley Mk6 chassis. Carrossier Franey was a French manufacturer of car bodies that produced customized bodies for the chassis of various luxury car manufacturers. Founded in 1903 by Jean-Baptiste Franey in Levallois-Perret, the company unfortunately came to an end at the end of 1955. On June the 20th, 1950, Félix Benetti's Research, 1886 to 1975, from Viquez, an island in the Caribbean belonging to Puerto Rico, who had become a millionaire in the shipping business, bought the car. It is said to be the first Rolls-Royce after the war to be equipped with a left-hand drive. It took part in the Concours d'Elegance in Engine, France in 1950. Society photographer Edwin Quinn took chassis number LWAB63 in 1954 at Cannes Airport with Lucien Dautel, 1908 to 1968, known as La Monneau, roughly translated the saucy sparrow, a former flower seller, with her husband Félix Benetti's Research and the French cabaret entertainer Odette. Benetti's even had the Normandy Hotel built in the form of a transatlantic ocean liner on Puerto Rico as a gift for his wife, as they had met it on the passenger ship Normandie. Construction began in 1938 according to the designs of Paul Reichert, 1908 to 1996, and it was opened in October the 10th, 1942. Chassis number LWAB63 remained in the Resax family until 1998, when the Rolls-Royce went to the American Frank Ricciardelli, who brought it to the grounds of the Villa d'Este in 2010. Addendum. In 2015, the car was with the American Orrin Smith in Vero Beach, Florida, with the French registration number 431 LP06 for Nice. In 2017, the convertible was auctioned at R.M. Sotheby's Emilia Island sale. The Normandy Hotel has been abandoned since 2019. Here is the 1949 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith Cabriolet by James Young, chassis number WCB40, delivered in August 1949 to the Indian Maharaja of Mysore, then the second richest man in the world. Yaharamaya Wudaya Bahadur, 1919 to 1974, was the 25th and last Maharaja of Mysore. He succeeded his uncle on the throne in 1940. His father had already died in 1939 and ruled until 1950, when India was declared a republic and the princely states were finally incorporated into the Indian Union. The Maharaja was given the position of Rag Pramukh of the Mysore sub-state until 1956. After the merger of the neighboring states, he became the first governor of the merged state at Mysore and later the state of Madras, now Tamil Nadu, until 1964. Later, chassis number WCB40 was with the Maharaja of Bharatpur. The Rolls-Royce was presented by the Indian Johan Panwala at the Concorso 2023. Johan Panwala, born 1972, is an Indian businessman. He is chairman of the Poonawalla Engineering Group and also director of the Powells and Park Poonawalla and Poonawalla Racing and Breeding. He also holds share in the Serum Institute of India. He is known in the world of cars for his deep passion. In 1949, this 1949 example was equipped with an impressive drop-head coupe body by James Young and painted in carnation red. The interior was upholstered in red and grey leather, and there were numerous extras and regalia on board, such as solid silver cutlery, sandwich boxes, water canisters, hairbrushes, a soap box, and a porcelain tea service. The Maharani was able to store her jewelry in a secret jewelry box. A royal standard holder and the illuminated coats of arms of solid silver testified to the wealth and the status of the owner. This silver wraith is arguably the most sophisticated and unique customized piece of jewelry in history. His Highness the Maharaja of Bharatpur took over responsibility for the silver wraith as the second owner. The car was used by him in 1959 to transport His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh and also the Prince of Wales on their visits. The stately car is now presented after a restoration to the highest standard by the current owner. And finally, as always, another oligarch vehicle like the Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith presented above from the luxury class. The 1937 Horch 853 Sport Cabriolet chassis number 853493. The 853 was Horch's top model at the time and competed strongly with the 500K from Mercedes-Benz. However, with a new price of 30,900 Reichsmark, the 853 was only affordable for a very wealthy clientele, because even a Ford Cologne for 2,300 Reichsmark was something that average worker could only dream of. Less than 1,000 vehicles of the 850 Sport, 853 and 853A models left the factory, many of which were lost in the turmoil of the war and the post-war period. The car we are presenting here has an extraordinary history, which enabled it to present itself today in the very unusual original condition. On April 19th, 1937, this Horch 853 Sport Cabriolet arrived in Norway at the Mercedes-Benz importer Bertel Otto Steen and is said to have spent some time in the Norwegian royal family. Still in the Volante collection in Kirchsarten, Germany, near Freiburg in Breisgau. And now you see it's written, what I said in written, and I hope you did enjoy this Mediathek. Bye-bye.